Hey friends, today we're going to be talking about two fragrances. So, today I'm going to be reviewing Ilio by Diptyque and the Dua brand's dupe, Prickly Solar. Now, I'm going to be super honest because this is my personal take on these fragrances, and I have to say that I was incredibly disappointed. I had much different expectation for this fragrance, but I'm really glad that I got the Dua because it confirmed all of my fears or my doubts about Ilio, because it is a spot-on dupe. Now, this is part of my review series for my several Dua brand dupes that I have. The fragrances are amazing. I really, really love this brand. And I appreciate them because they're a great way to sample any fragrance. So every single one that I've bought has been a 95 to 98%, a 99% match of the original fragrance. And I'm glad I got this because when I first got Ilio in the mail, I was like, there's something wrong with my perfume. There's no way. This is not how it's supposed to smell. I am in disbelief. There's something wrong with it. And then I got Prickly Solar. And I was like, oh my god, no. There's nothing wrong with Ilio. This is just how it's supposed to smell. Part of that is my fault because I had just completely different expectations for how this fragrance would be. So first of all, I do a lot of blind buying. I don't have time and I don't want to waste money on buying these tiny little samples. I am just going to full throttle, just jump right in and buy the bottle. I love pear. Now this is a prickly pear fragrance. So the notes are bergamot, prickly pear, jasmine, and iris. And I freaking should have known better because anytime I see iris in a perfume, it's gonna be powdery. It's gonna be powdery. Now, on my fragrance journey, at first I started out and I was like, I don't like gourmands. I'm not a gourmand girl. I don't care for vanillas. And let me tell you, what my evidence has been showing me is that actually, whoa, I do like gourmands. I just also like really bright, juicy, refreshing, kind of summery fragrances too. Yes, I do like that as well. But I do like gourmands. One thing I don't like is powdery. That's one that I'm like, no. So, this kind of does fall into the category of I don't care for that spectrum of fragrances. And that's why I expected this to be refreshing. It is marketed as a summery fragrance. It is like a perfect, refreshing summer fragrance. And I just feel like if in that category, it is incredibly underwhelming. Now, it does market itself as a less sweet than most prickly pear or pear perfumes. And that is definitely true. So I was hoping it would be like you bite into the pear, your mouth is watering, you are just hit with a refreshing, revitalizing, taste of pear. And it is so subdued. It is so soft. It is not very sweet. So I think that is playing into why I don't care for it as much, as I just had that expectation. There's nothing about this fragrance that screams vibrant to me at all. It is very soft. Now, I'm not saying it's bad. It's still good. It's just not what I thought it would be. So with Ilio, it gives me really expensive hotel shampoo and conditioner vibes. It's soapy. To me, this is very soapy. It's slightly fruity, But mainly, it's like you went to a very high-end, very expensive hotel, you took a shower, you used their shampoo and conditioner, and then this is like that post-shower, refreshing, very clean, powdery scent. It is nowhere near what I would want a summer fragrance to be. I don't even like associate this with summer, you know? It is just like very clean, refreshing. It is soapy. It is slightly floral. And it is soft. It is good. It does smell expensive. It does smell nice. I just kind of categorize this definitely. It is powdery. It is powdery, slightly fruity. It is not sweet at all. It is just clean and nice. And in that sense, it is lovely. So when it comes to the Dua dupe, which is Prickly Solar, they nailed it. I'm so glad I bought this because it confirmed that, you know, there's nothing wrong with my perfume. This is just the way that it smells. It, with the Dua dupe, now, Prickly Solar, I do smell a little bit more of like the citrusy brightness. Again, it's not sweet, but it is still like refreshing, okay? I think this one is a little bit more refreshing. I smell lime. I know that that's not in the notes at all. The notes are the same for both. But it's probably the bergamot, like that citrusy, but I smell lime. And I also, specifically, I smelled the bitterness from the lime. It's almost bitter. It is bitter. It's bitter, but in a like refreshing, like I just took a shot of tequila and I used a lime back. Like it's like refreshing, it's soothing, it's smooth. It is bright. Now I sense vibrancy in this perfume. Not so much in Ilio. So this is just a little bit more refreshing. It's a little bit more brighter. It's like a little juicier in a citrusy way. And it blends very well with the prickly pear, but I'm just disappointed because I wanted something juicier. This is like perfect after a shot of tequila. Yeah, it's interesting. Now, I guess with this perfume, I can see how it's related to summer because it's like refreshing after a hot summer's day. It's cooling. It's kind of watery. It's got a little bit more pep. And of course, it's still an extrait de parfum. They're both very soft though, so this one is going to be longer lasting, but this fragrance is not meant to project very far out. It is like, not necessarily a skin scent, but it is something that is going to sit very, very close to you. I can't help but reference it to like right after you get out of the shower. Like you just took a shower. It is clean, it is refreshing, and maybe in that sense that it's related to summer because it's like you're wet, you are dipping in a pool, you were cooling off, you were cleaning yourself. But I find this is deeply related to like cleaning, like shampoo and conditioner. Yeah, it's got that soapy vibe, like you're taking a shower rather than jumping in a lake or something. So again, neither one of these are going to be very strong. It might last a while, but it's still going to be a very soft perfume. And that's pretty typical with Diptyque. I think that's what I'm learning. Like, none of these perfumes are going to punch you in the throat. They're not going to be just super bold and in your face. Nothing is going to stand out, you know, in the room. And maybe that's teaching me that I kind of like a bolder perfume. I like something a little bit stronger. I wish that the edges weren't so blurred. So, if you know that you like a powdery perfume, if you like something that isn't so strong, that isn't going to, you know, trigger your allergies or your nose sensitivities, then this would be perfect for you. If you like a perfume that is not super sweet, then this might be right up your alley, because it's a very gentle, beautiful, again, clean perfume. I don't consider it very vibrant, but when it comes to the Dua, the Prickly Solar, this is much more vibrant in my eyes. Again, I still pick up on that tequila lime note, which is not even a note. It's bergamot, jasmine, prickly pear, and iris. But they're identical. I can just pick up the citrus a little bit more in this one. So they did a great job. I love the Dua. They're amazing. They honestly make such great replicas, such great dupes. And the way that I like to look at it is with Dua, instead of spending all of that money on a tiny, like, because little samples are expensive. It's stupid. You could basically sample the fragrance of your choosing by buying the Dua dupe, and then you're gonna know exactly what that fragrance smells like, but you're gonna have a lot to work with. And these are, there is a slight difference. Again, I only in that opening with the brightness, it dries down, and it's very soapy. It's very soapy, very powdery, very like expensive shampoo and conditioner kind of vibe. So if that's something that sounds appealing to you, then you are gonna like this. This is a great alternative to this. It's another option. Because let me see, it's expensive. Yeah, it was a limited edition thing, but now I think that it's available all the time. So Ilio goes for freaking $190 for this bottle. And this is, I believe, let me see again, hold on. Yeah, this is $55, and right now it's on sale for $38.50. The Dua brand always has amazing sales. I love it. I'm glad I bought this. I've just learned that this isn't really my kind of thing. I would never buy this again. No. I'm going to give it like a 6 out of 10 because it's still a nice perfume. It's still nice. And it's slightly growing on me. I think it might be nice to layer with, but I would never spend $190 on this ever again. I got this on sale, on discount. I bought this, I did not pay full retail, but I did spend more than I wish I did because I regret. Never regret. I could always resell it, which is what makes finding fragrances so fun, is I can always resell it. I'm grateful that I know what this smells like. It's just, I would never buy this again, ever. Like, it's not great. I think next time I would go for, like Joe Malone's English Pear and Sweet Pea. That's going to give me the pear note that I want. It is a prickly pear, which is like the cactus fruit, which is a little bit different than like your English pear or whatever. But as far as a summery, refreshing scent, this one was a flop in my mind. It's just not what I was thinking. But it's still very, very clean and expensive smelling. It does smell good. I think you would get compliments on this. It's just going to be a lot softer. So yes, this is my review of both of these. I think that the Dua brand is a great alternative to this very expensive perfume. The DNA is, again, 95% match. Yeah, you cannot tell the difference. I just smell a little bit like brighter, like a little bit more citrus in this. And yeah, so I hope this was helpful. Before you go buy this, watch this, because if you've been looking at this thinking that it is going to be that super juicy, delicious, refreshing summery scent like I did, you were wrong. Okay, you're wrong. It is powdery and soapy, and it is not sweet at all. But it smells like very expensive shampoo and conditioner. Okay, you guys, I hope this was helpful. I love the Dua brand. They should definitely send me some PR, because I'm going to be reviewing everything that I have. And then, all right, I hope this was helpful. You better be subscribing. If you are not subscribing, then my feelings are very hurt, because if you watch this whole video, you need to subscribe, because then you can know when I make a new video, and then we can be friends. All right, I hope this was helpful. I will see you in the next one. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, and say hello in the comments. Tell me, do you own any Dua fragrances? Do you own any Diptyque fragrances? What do you think is a summer fragrance? I would love to know. All right, guys, see you later. Bye.